Oke, Bismillah wa bihamdi. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihim wa sahbihim ajma'in. Amma ba'd. Alhamdulillah, today here on 23rd of June, we are going to have the next contender for the proposal seminar. Yeah. And the next contender for the proposal seminar here, it will be Salsabilla Rophi. That was your full name, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. And then your thesis advisor is Mr. Aswir. Yeah. And your title here is Mobile Phone Learning Strategy in Vocabulary Enrichment and Student Perception in Improving Reading Comprehension. So that was your title. And I hope, as I mentioned it on my previous videos, before you're going to join the proposal seminar, you have to watch the previous proposal seminar first, so you will have your overview, your previous comprehension about what kind of the proposal seminar that you're going to join. Okay. Okay, Salsabilla Rophi Hairunisa. Before you're going to start the proposal seminar here, let's start this proposal seminar by reciting basmalah together. Yeah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Yeah, let's hope you can give us a clear kind of explanations, and then also you can answer all of the question based on your research proposal. And you have to believe that you are the one that wrote your research proposal, so you have to be the one, yeah, that master all the details for your research proposal. Okay. Time is yours, and then I don't need any longer kind of explanation. Yeah, you just need to explain about your first chapter, second chapter, and then also third chapter of your research proposal. Okay, I'm gonna do the share screen here, and then you may start explaining. Time is yours. Can you see it now here, Bella?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, come on.
Yeah.
Time is yours then.
Okay, for the title is Mobile Learning Strategy in Vocabulary Enrichment and Student Perception in Improving Reading Comprehension. Okay, for the background of the study, there are 4 skills including reading, listening, writing, and speaking used in language as well in English. And reading is one of the most important skill to learn to increase the student knowledge. In daily life, we most of people read a lot of sources and information written in English, such as a newspaper, magazine, novel, and journal article, and even all kind of information from the internet. And reading is an important skill to affect the student successfully in learning English. According to Yuxley 2014, consider that reading as a central means of reading is a central means of learning new information and obtaining access to alternative explanation and interpretation. Vocabulary is fundamental to reading comprehension because no one will understand the text without knowing the most of the words mean. A wealth of research has documented the strength of the relationship between the vocabulary and comprehension. And vocabulary knowledge is a basic part of a process of education. And lack of the adequate of vocabulary, it's already obvious and serious obstacle for many students, and their number can be expected to rise as an increasing proportion of them fall into categories considered educationally at risk. If we simply teach the student new words, they will understand the text better, and the term of vocabulary will be used primarily for reading vocabulary. And the change of the study is also resulting the change from the technology. And I do this research because I want to develop the research about mobile learning and the student perception about learning by mobile phone for vocabulary and reading comprehension. Because undeniable that mobile phone is still useful even if the school is offline, because mobile is help the student easier to get the meaning of the vocabulary. And for the research method, the next chapter, Mister, the theoretical framework in ELT, vocabulary is the most important thing to learn because the student can convey and express their problem to other successfully. And then the time the time and place, Mister. The time the method the method of the study, the researcher will use a qualitative method in the form of a case study and will use questionnaire to do this research. And the research design, the researcher used a qualitative method. This study employed a case study design, a case study chosen because this study will observe and explore the student perception toward the strategy used. The instrument of the data collection in this research is questionnaire. And the technique for the subject of the study is the student of 8th grade of M.Pd Al-Falah, Sawah Lama Tangerang Selatan, and the technique for collecting data is the writer distribute the questionnaire to students to get the supportive data about their opinions, interests, feelings, response toward the strategies applied by their English teacher. There will be 15 questions using Indonesian language. The questionnaire relate to apply the strategies by their teacher in improving reading comprehension and utilization mobile learning in vocabulary enrichment. And the technique for analyzing the data. After collecting the data, the types of the data used in the research is qualitative data. Researcher only analyze the data about the student perception. That's
ya. Itu ada telepon dari UMZ atas nama
Okay, proceed, Bella. Come on.
How, Mister?
Okay, try to make the conclusion, maybe, please. The conclusion for your proposal.
Oh, the
Please.
conclusion. Okay. So this researcher is focused on the mobile learning strategy in M.Pd Al-Falah. Is it getting better or not? Because in this pandemic, the mobile learning is the best strategy for learning in school.
That's all?
That's all.
Okay, thank you very much, Bella.
Yeah.
Now we are going to discuss about your proposal. Starting with your title here, it is about mobile learning strategy in vocabulary enrichment and student perception in improving reading comprehension. From this title, you're going to focus on two things. First, here it is the mobile learning strategy in vocabulary enrichment. That will be the first one that you have to focus on. And then second one, student perception in improving reading comprehension. Two aspects here, okay? And then based on your research method, you are going to compile this case study for you. Yeah, and then a case study here. The aim of case study, you're going to describe. You're going to describe the student perception about mobile learning strategy. Yeah, and then specifically here focus on reading comprehension. My question, how do you going to make sure here the first element and then second element that you are going to focus on, yeah, will be the proper result for your research? Come on, Bella.
I will use the method research and the questionnaire, and the answer of the student will be the result for my research, Mr.
And then?
And then in I will do the research in their class in a month with 2 meetings in a week, so I can see how they learn with their teacher by mobile phone.
Okay, so it's mean you're going to use mobile learning strategy. You're going to propose mobile learning strategy for the teachers so they can use it in teaching process. Really?
Yeah, yes. I want to join their class to see their teacher, or I can be their teacher in their class.
Okay, so if you are going to check only about the student perception, so it's mean you are not going to be the teacher. You are going to be the one that gather the data only based on the teacher teach the students. Okay, Bella. And then if you try to implement mobile learning strategy here in a certain class that you chose, yeah, it's mean you're going to conduct the treatment, yeah, the action for them. If you're going to conduct the treatment or the action for the students here, so this will be an experimental kind of research. Yeah, okay. So next, I want you to please try to consult with your advisor. So this title of your research proposal here will go to, it is a case study, or it is for experimental kind of research. You better ask your advisor, yeah, and then try to consult with him so you can get your clear comprehension, I guess. You're going to conduct a case study or you're going to conduct an experimental kind of research. Okay, Bella?
Okay, Mr.
Okay, thank you. That should be enough, I guess, for your title. And then for the background of the study here, for your background of the study, you have to mention why that you interested in conducting this research. Yeah, why it is mobile phone. Yeah, and then why it is about the student perception. Okay, and then maybe you can tell me, please, here the decision in choosing mobile phone and then also student perception. What is it? Your consideration in choosing the term here, please, in choosing mobile phone learning strategy. And then second one about the student perception, please.
Can you repeat, please, Mr.?
Okay, can you tell me about your consideration? Why did you choose mobile phone learning strategy and then also student perception for your research here? Why?
Oh, I do the research for the mobile learning strategy because in this pandemic era, I looking for many school that use mobile learning, and I want to develop this research because even if the school is offline, the mobile phone is, still useful for the student to, to learn. And I want to develop this research because even if the school is online, the mobile phone is, still useful for the student to, to learn. And I want to develop this research because even if the school is offline, the mobile phone is, still useful for the student to, to learn. And I want to develop this research because even if the school is online, the mobile phone is, still useful for the student learning, Mister, to do their learning. And for the student perception, I need to know the effectiveness of the mobile learning that they are already learned for a year. Is it getting better or not?
Okay, so you have to mention extra reason, yeah, why this a mobile phone. It is not only because it is useful, but you can mention here mobile phone strategy. It is a common kind of strategy that we can use in this pandemic era. Yeah, because every single students today, they have their virtual kind of meeting with their teacher. So using mobile phone strategy will help them to learn about their learning material. Okay, Bella? And
Okay.
then about the student perception, one more thing here, you have to talk with your advisor. Yeah. So which one you're gonna focus on the implementing of mobile phone learning strategy, or you're going to find out the student perceptions. Okay. That should be enough for your first chapter. And then now for the second chapter, why did you put theoretical framework here? Theoretical framework here, it is the last detail that we have on the second chapter. Yeah? Second chapter of a research proposal consists of the relevant theories, review of related literature. Do you have thesis guidance book with you, Bella?
I have it, Mister.
Yeah, and then why did you wrote it here, theoretical framework? Okay. Second chapter, it should be about the group of the theories. Group of the theories that you use to support your research. Since your research here is about mobile phone learning strategies, so all the details about mobile phone learning strategy, and then also about the student perceptions. You have to put it in detail, every single things about the mobile phone learning strategy, and then also about the student perceptions. Okay, and then last detail of second chapter, that will be the theoretical framework. Come with the overview about the topic that you will try to conduct for this research, and then after that one, the problems that appear, and then also the solution that you are going to propose for the problems that appear while you conducted the observation, while you conducted the interview with the teacher or with the students. Okay? That should be enough, I guess, for your second chapter. And then for the third chapter, it seems like there are many random things, since you are not giving me here your clear method of the study. You were mentioning about qualitative kind of research, but the explanation that you mentioned, you're going to implement one of the mobile phone learning strategy. It's mean it is the what is it? It is the treatment that you're going to compile for the student, and then this one belong to quantitative kind of research, and then it is the experimental kind of research. That's why, starting from the beginning, I asked you to please try to consult with your advisor. You're going to make a case study for your research, or it is an experimental kind of study for your research. And then method of the study here consists of the participant, the subject of the research, when that you're going to create the research, when that you're going to conduct the research, and then after that one, the technique, the instrument that you're going to use to collect the data. And then after that one, the procedure of the research, how are you going to start the research, how are you going to complete the research, till last detail here, the process of analyzing the data. how that you're going to analyze the data. It is a numerical kind of data, or it is a group of words kind of data that you are going to analyze for your finding. Okay. So one more time, when you try to decide, when you try to choose a several kind of research method, you have to learn, you have to read it completely first. Yeah, you have to understand about the type of the research that you're going to conduct. For example, here you're going to do this case study, so you have to understand first what is a case study, how to conduct a research, yeah, in a case study, how to collect the data in case study, how to analyze the data in case study. Okay, and then now let me try to ask you one question, I guess. What is it, a case study, yeah, that you mentioned for this research? Case study, what is it, please, Bella?
A case study is a study based on the that a case study is a case study.
Come on.
I've
Okay.
as an
Okay, thank you, Bella. Thank you. That's why, one more time, before you're going to conduct a research, a proposal for your research, you have to learn more. Yeah, you have to understand more about your type of research. Okay, that will be very useless if you already mentioned about, okay, this type of research, and then someone asks you about the research, yeah, and then you cannot answer the question. That will be very embarrassing, I guess. Yeah, that will be very surprisingly for them. Yeah, and then I hope one more time here. Next, you're going to consult with your thesis advisor and then ask your advisor here to guide you. Yeah, because that's the function of advisor. Yeah, you need the advice, you need the suggestion to make your proposal here based on our criteria in English department, Faculty of Education, Muhammadiyah, University of Jakarta. Okay, Bella, I guess that's enough for your PowerPoint presentation. And then now we're going to see your complete proposal. Okay, let me open it first then. Okay, where is it? Your complete proposal. Okay, how long did you consult with your advisor to conduct your proposal?
In the first meeting in Zoom, it's only 2 hours, and after that I revised my proposal, and after I give my proposal to Mr. Aswir, they only asked me to join the proposal seminar.
Okay, thank you. You have to talk more. You have to discuss more with your advisor, okay? Okay, now I'm going to share your complete proposal. Okay, this will be your complete proposal. Can you see it here, Bella? Okay, your title here is Mobile Phone Learning Strategy in Vocabulary Enrichment and Student Perception in Improving Reading Comprehension. So my focus here, I want you to please talk with your advisor. Yeah? You're going to focus on student perception, or you're going to focus on implementing this one. Yeah, mobile phone learning strategy. Yeah, and then next, for your background of the study here, before you're going to mention about data for skill, including reading, yeah, all the skill in English language learning, you have to mention first about English language learning. Yeah, not suddenly put, okay, data for skill here. Okay, and then next one, when you try to use the reference here, it is not only the year, but you have to put also the page. Like this one, yeah, 2014 page. What is it? The page, and then you're missing the page here. Okay, and then next one. Since you are not discussing each of the skill here from 4 skill in English language learning, and then you're mentioning about vocabulary, you have to put your strong argument here. Why did you decided to use vocabulary, to choose vocabulary? Okay, and then you have lack of expert opinion here, Bella. You have to put more opinion from the expert. Yeah, it is about the vocabulary, or it is about English language learning. Yeah, so that can support your opinion here. Yeah, so it is not only about your elaboration, yeah, your perspective, but you have to come also with some of the expert that can support your perspective. Okay, and then okay, we can see it also here. No opinion from the expert that you quote, and then here you are giving the definition of mobile phone based on your opinion, or you just take it from some random kind of website. Yeah, mobile phone here based on what's opinion. Yeah, you have to put it. Okay, look at this one, Google Sky and Homes 2006. We are not using the reference that below 2010. Okay, so you have to revise this one. Use all the reference, yeah, starting with 2010 above. Yeah, and then it is also the same with this one. Okay, you have to revise it, try to find new one. And while try to you try to make your background of the study, make sure that you come with the result of the interview, yeah, the result of the questionnaire. For example, here from 45 of the student, yeah, 30 students, they have lack of vocabulary, and then the rest of them, they have no motivation in learning vocabulary. You have to put the percentage also for your background of the study. Okay, Bella? And then for the focus of the problem, here, you have to focus on what is it? It is the implementing of mobile phone learning strategy, or it is about the student perceptions. Okay. Yeah, okay. And then limitation of the problem, it will be the same also. You're going to focus only on the student perception, or only in implementing mobile phone learning strategy. Okay? Okay, now next one, the objective of the study, it should be matched with your focus of the problem. And then significant of the study here, you have to mention it. Significant of the study consists of two things, two parts. The first here is theoretically, and then second one here is practically. So two aspects and significant of the study. That should be enough, I guess, for your first chapter. And then now, for your chapter 2, the literature review here, you're mentioning Richard. That's great that you're mentioning Richard, but not with the year and then also with the page. Yeah, it should be 2010 above. Yeah, okay, so not from 2002. Yeah, okay. And then when you try to give the definition of vocabulary, do not take it only from one expert. Yeah, try to come with 2 or 3 more opinion from the experts. Yeah, that will be better. Okay. And then next one, definition of reading. Okay. Your focus here is only on vocabulary. Why did you have to put the definition of reading here? You don't have to put this one. Okay, Bella? Okay. And then definition of mobile learning. Okay, come on. When you try to mention about vocabulary, so you have to put all the details about vocabulary. What is vocabulary? Types of vocabulary, characteristic of vocabulary. Yeah, the advantage of learning vocabulary. all the details about vocabulary. Yeah, so you have to mention all of that one. Not only the not only a single page of mentioning or explaining your vocabulary, but all the detail. And then it will be the same also with the definition of mobile learning. All the details about mobile learning. What is it mobile learning? What kind of learning strategy that we can use in mobile learning? What kind of learning model that we can use in mobile learning? You have to put all the details. And then majority of your reference here, it is an outdated kind of reference. I guess you told me earlier you already watched the previous proposal seminar, and then you have to be aware of this kind of type, this kind of question that I got. And then for your theoretical framework, for this one, you have to put also here your table or your graphic on it, several box that mentioning about your theoretical framework. That will be your second chapter. And then last one, for your chapter 3 here, method and procedure, it is time and place of the study, the writer planning to do the research, okay. In a month with 2 meetings in a week, 2 meetings in a week. So based on your time and place of the study here, you were mentioning that you're going to conduct a treatment. And if it is a treatment, you're going to do an experimental kind of study, not a case study, I guess. And then here you're mentioning about qualitative method, really? So it is not matched with the previous one that you mentioned. And then look at all the reference here, Hatch 2002, Creswell 2009. Creswell, you can try to take it from Creswell 2014. That will be better. Okay. Okay, I guess you have to do a complete revision for your proposal. Okay, subject of the study. Technique of collecting the data here, you have to put more. Watch from Ricky's video, Muhammad Ricky's video. He's mentioning several techniques in collecting the data. You have to make it in detail. And then look at this one, technique of analyzing the data. You are not mentioning how that you're going to analyze the data here. Why, Bella? Look at this one. You're not mentioning the step. How are you going to analyze the data? That's too bad. Okay, you have to revise it and then a total revision for your proposal. And then look at this one. It is a no. Majority of your I guess all of your reference here is not the reference that you can use. One more time, your reference here, you can take it from 2010 and above. Okay, Bella, I guess that's all for your proposal seminar. And then after this one, you're going to make a revision, and then your revision, it will be only 3 days. 3 days, that's all you got for your proposal revision. And then I hope you're going to come with a better kind of proposal. Okay, Bella, thank you very much for attending this proposal seminar. And then let's close this proposal seminar here by reciting Hamdalah together. Alhamdulillahirrabbilalamin. And then the last, Wallahul muwaffiq wal hadi ila sabilir rasyad. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Stay here, Bella.